Hello. If you're wondering why this video is coming out on a Wednesday instead of a Saturday, here's the answer. I've noticed my videos tend to run a little bit long, and they quite often have more than one trip, more than one location included. I've been wondering if the length of the videos is putting some people off watching, so I'm now going to do 2 videos a week, but they'll be a bit shorter. One will be coming out on a Wednesday evening and one on a Saturday evening. I really hope you're going to like the new format, and of course I'd welcome your comments below as to whether you think it's a good idea or not. Let's get started with a short or shorter video of a trip that I did recently to a place called Tibi. It's a reservoir, and I actually had some really nice conditions there, and I hope you're going to like it. Here it is. Found a composition, and of course as soon as I found it and got set up, the sun went behind a cloud, so now I'm waiting to see if the sun's going to come back out again. In terms of setup, vertical format or portrait format on the camera, 18-105 lens, about I think about 22-23 millimeters, f11. And I've got a circular polarizer on in anticipation of the sun coming out again, because the sun's basically over that direction, and I've got a 2-stop ND soft graduated filter. So the composition is going to make use of this grassy area down below me, and then sort of the rock line going out across to this area here with the reflections in, and then up to the mountain up there. And although it's probably not coming out on the video, there's some quite nice clouds up there as well. Right, the sun is just breaking through now, so I'm going to go for 3 shots. First one will be a 1/6 of a second, and that's a nice bright foreground, but the sky's blown out. I'm going to do another one at a 1/13 of a second, which has still got a little bit of blown out detail in the sky, so I'm going to do another one 1 stop further down. That's 1/25 of a second. And that's given me a nice, actually quite dramatic sky. So a little bit of exposure emerging either in Lightroom or in Photoshop should make those images look quite nice. I'm going to do a panorama. About 32-33 millimeters. I've leveled the tripod, very important. So I'm shooting at f11 and 1/25 of a second. That's the first shot. Rotate. Get about a 1/3 overlap. 2. think we'll do one more. Right, turned around 180 degrees and looked at the scene behind me with the reflections of that other peak in the water, and again, if we get some light on it, that could look quite pretty. So I'm set up, I'm sticking with the vertical format. I'm going to use this kind of rocky ledge with the grasses growing on it as the foreground, and then out to the reflections in the water, both of the hills and the clouds, and then of course the peaks, the trees, and up to the sky, which has got some clouds in it, but again they're probably not showing up all that well in the video. Okay, so I just climbed up a hill to try and get a view of where the sun's going to be setting. Over behind me this way, which is the opposite direction to the sun, we've got sort of reasonably clear skies with just some nice kind of fluffy clouds in. But over that way, which is where the sun's setting, the sun's just dropping now into a big, thick, dark bank of cloud, and I don't think it's going to break through there at all. So I think we've had the best of the light for today. On top of that, the wind has got up just a little bit. It's not much, you wouldn't even really notice it, but it's created a lot more ripples in the water, which means the reflections are not as pretty as they were. We had some really nice light as the sun just broke through some gaps in the cloud. It was about an hour, 50 minutes to an hour before sunset, and sometimes it works that way. Sometimes it's not actually the golden hour, the sunset time, that you get the best light. And particularly in winter, when the sun is lower for much longer anyway, it's definitely worth being out well before sunset, because that could well be when you get the images. So I'm hoping I got something good today. So on that basis, I think I might pack up for the day.
So that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the images, and I hope you like the new format for the channel. Again, comments always welcome below, whether it's about the format of the channel or about the video or anything else that you like, within reason of course. And as always, likes, shares, and of course subscribes are not only really appreciated, but actually really helpful in terms of enabling me to promote this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video, which actually now won't be that far away. Thanks very much. Bye.